Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Detroit Lions. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson. The kicker is Cade York. He's got this one set to get started. And off we go from Ford Field. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. Herbert now on first down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trey Harris, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
10 yards to go.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Right there. Let's go now. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slav. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
From the 31, here's second and a couple. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And it must be a Lions first down as the tackle is made at about the 38-yard line.
And the Lions.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
No gain on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
70 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
That's good.
A gain there of 11. First down, Detroit.
1st and 10 at the
And this is what
48-yard
happens when your
line.
offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Hey, that's about as exciting a 1-yard run as you're going to see all game. Found a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but not much after that.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go, set. 60 Bisons.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. Nice throw by the rookie from Oklahoma. And he's got his guys a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Win the rep.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Panther Street. Go. 70 Lions.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The kick is good, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions 7, Chargers 0. Cade York to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Run.
On play action. Now Herbert. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Great way to start the drop. A gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Hampton. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a 1st down.
Chargers, 1st down.
It just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On play action, it's Herbert. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Chargers,
13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, LA. the ground, Hampton. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after one, it's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10.
Moment to strike. Set.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it's Robinson. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Trap 60. Warrior 70. Go.
Here's Gibbs. He's inside the 40. Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is gone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Yeah. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Herbert on the bootleg. He'll air it out down the middle. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now a toss, left side for Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This returnable with Reed. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. His throw left side, or to Slaw. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing new.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Bravo 80.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with. Get forward, out beyond the 10-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Ready? Run!
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. And a couple of receiver. sticking with it, and it brings up third down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down.
Lion.
To throw, it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he'll be stopped short of a first down. That will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
A gain of 3.
Here's their punter now as he's on to punt for the Chargers. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Right away, they'll set him to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Panther 60.
They'll look to throw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
It is third and long.
Hurt. Set. 70 Lions. Go.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's fourth and long coming up.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
Here's Ryan Rico now. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. Before he can get a return go.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Second down and 3. Give up the middle to Harris. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Third down, 3 to go. We'll try to run for it with Hanson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards, able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
First down.
And that right there, Mike, is exactly what power run game on 3rd down is supposed to look like. The defense actually doesn't do a very bad job. They just can't wrap him up, and he's able to use that strength, shed that first tackle, and pick up the first down.
Looking middle, he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
That's another Chargers.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Two first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the 2nd half in just a moment.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pick up 8 out to the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Third. Right there. Here we go. Bronco switch. Hawk 70.
A run here with Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Detroit.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And a good run there. And get him 5 yards.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, ready?
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
On play. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. That's big Christian Wilkins. Into double figures now. That is sack number 10 on the year. Third down and 9.
Ryan. Set. Cougar 19.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 20. Good for a Lions first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
A run up the gut with Montgomery. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Lake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready, set.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Go. 70 Lions. Get up.
Straight ahead, here Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He's brought down at the 31. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down.
60 Eagle. Buffalo 18. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Davis on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Run.
On 1st down, Herbert. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Set. Lion. Set.
A give, and here comes Hampton. just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And we will not have a return. This one hit in the field of play and bounces out of bounds. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Quick RPO to Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down, but there is a flag on the field. You wonder if that was a push-off. They hand it to Gibbs. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Lions will punt this ball away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Davis to return it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
28-yard line.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Perfect. That's going to be incomplete. Good work as the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Herbert to the air again. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. This returnable with Reed. Crazy. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Okay, ready? Check smash. Check, ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Got it.
He'll look to throw. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, sets up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
It's 3rd and 4.
Set. Cougar 19.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. Here's the Lions punt team now. as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. That's fielded at about the 18. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Shotgun now for Herbert. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
23 yards.
23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Charger first down.
23 yards. First down, Chargers.
380. Run. Set. 380. Run. Crowd right.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Chargers.
McConkey in motion. Herbert now on first down. That one complete to McConkey. And he will score. Game on. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, LA. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
For the two-point conversion.
Now Herbert. That'll be caught. And he cannot get in. The try for two comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Play.
On the handoff, this is good. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
3rd down and 9.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, go.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a 1st down.
That's good.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Got it. Ready?
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, let's go. Switch.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs.
Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So a pressure kick here for Cade York. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Campbell.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. They'll go with Hampton. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. McConkey in motion. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. The Chargers get set to kick it away. They forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Check, check. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready?
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
Cowboy 80.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Now pass deep for St. Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here.
Okay, break. Third. Let's go. Bravo 80. Ready. Hut.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Penalty yardage moves them closer for this 3rd down attempt. It is 3rd and 4.
Nike 18.
That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. Hunt team out, ready to send this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
So now a big play coming here for the Chargers, who are going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll swing that out wide, and he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for 2, unable to tie this football game. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. On the return, it's Robinson. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
19-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one out wide to Gibbs. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
And 6 yards to
And we
go.
got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's right side and into the hands of Teslam. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense will take this one with 1:51 to go.
It all comes down to this, Mike. I mean, barring something crazy happening, they just don't have enough timeouts to get the ball back again. So, fourth down, gotta have it. Keep your hopes alive. After what's been a great game, the final moments, it all comes down to this play.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the
All right, this is a good
32-yard
start.
line.
Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
He finds a receiver. It's Trey Harris. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
That's another
A pickup of 12 yards.
Down.
And the Chargers
1st and 10
have the first down.
44-yard line.
Run!
Throwing, Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. This one will be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Brought down back at the
The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Now on 2nd and long. Herbert to the air again. Going left side, complete to Harris. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
A 13-yard gain brings up 3rd and a yard.
Herbert to throw on 3rd and 1. That is incomplete. Here we go. That's what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Chargers 1st down as this defense is too loose there. Gain of 19 on 4th down. And they're going to be able to spike it in time to set up a field goal try that one way or the other will decide who wins this game. So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to win the game. The Lions called their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Chargers field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They finished the season on a high note, so now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.